to Wutong Mountain. There's a big parking space in the back. After entering the door, pay attention to dozens of meters can see the Taishan River entrance of the stone. After entering is a section of paved road, about 50 meters. Note that there will be a fork in the right-hand side. This section of the road is visible by the traces of many people. The roots of the trees are exposed outside. Here you can feel the feeling of putting yourself in a forest full of negative ions. You in front of the spring. I do not know whether you can feel the sun from the gap between the leaves revealed the appearance really too beautiful. The child is also full of fighting spirit at this time, and the speed is much faster than me. In the process of walking he will choose a more suitable section of their own. Then he walked straight ahead, observing his surroundings at all times. From time to time he checked to see if I was keeping up. Where the trees had no roots, he could not get up. He didn't ask me for help at all, but he tried to go up. Coming up, I see the exit ahead. He still had a fall here. Get up and go at once. See the link road. Mother cannot help but give him a big praise. There is no fork in the road. Just follow the route people take. Coming out is great road. We're gonna go to the observation deck up ahead and see how high it looks. This is the exit. Then we immediately saw the first observation deck. It's all green. The scenery is flat. The beauty is still behind it. A lot of people take a break here. We feel like we're just getting started and we have plenty of energy. Then we should pay attention to the road sign on our left, which says that it leads to the Wind Chime Pass. But this is also the road to Taishan Stream. On one side of the mountain, on the other side of the bare vegetation, the feeling of close to nature is simply not too good. It's a feeling you can capture with a camera. If you have time, come and experience it yourself, but also free. For the metropolis every day in contact with all kinds of exhaust gas for us is really profitable. It would be easier if family members with bad knees could choose to walk down the street. Soon we saw the first stream, which was a little dry because it was not in the rainy season. But it does not affect our playful mind. You see this young lady in the water on the small ditch catch shrimp. There is also a vending machine. If there is no water, friends can buy here. There was another small stream nearby. The stream had water. If it's hot, it's great to sit down and recharge. The surrounding woods were also shaded. There was no noise but the sound of water and birds. I'm sure most of you will enjoy this environment, just like injecting some energy into your mind. Without further ado, we need to keep moving up. By this time a lot of people were starting to come down the road. The surrounding woods are also very shaded. This besides the water and the sound of birds, there is no noise. I think everyone will like it. We arrived late in Wutong Mountain. At 3 p.m. It has been an hour and 5 minutes since we arrived here. Here we need to popularize the next. Wutong Mountain also has a temple. We are interested in the words can also go to see. This section of the road we are taking does not seem to lead to the temple. Any family members who know how to get there, could you tell us in the comments section? When we got here, Darling told me he was tired. I told him it was because you didn't exercise enough. He said to himself, I don't exercise much because I don't like exercise. I just like watching Ultraman. Did not expect to walk so high place. There are people here to sell food, but also a lot. The boss told us that he was carried by a pole. I could only lament how amazing it was that he was able to carry so much stuff. When we were gassed up empty-handed, after buying some sausages and eggs, we went on our way. Next to this section of the road was a large ditch, and the sound of running water could be heard all the time. Next to it was the steepest stretch of the road, where Darling had fallen for a second time. I love the feeling of being buried deep in the woods and really being a part of nature. We looked back to see how steep the road was. Not much to say. There is a long way to wait for us. Feel the sun has been slowly down the mountain. We need to get to the top of the mountain before the sun goes down. This section of the road is really difficult to walk. Each step is relatively large and the stones are not very regular. Cannot help feeling those who carry these stones up is how fierce are. We adults walk here really began to feel very tired. The most important is every step to climb up the feeling. Darling said that although tired, but also very hard in the climb, the road met many uncles and aunts down the mountain can not help but praise Darling is very good. We met a second man selling goods on the road in such a steep place. Really admire them. In the end, how to do with so many things to climb up it. All kinds of goods have. The stream was nearby the whole time, so we could hear the water splashing all the way. This kind of sound can alleviate our body's exhaustion more or less. It's really too healing. However, this road is far from over, not to the top of the mountain. We do not even have a retreat yet. Only a belief is to charge forward. Darling was tired, too, so we used sun as trick on Sun and we were almost at the top of the hill. Fortunately, our baby is a strong-willed people. The most favorite is the military. But there is no turning back if you really go this way. So if you seldom exercise your family, it is not recommended to go this way, because down the mountain to take this road will certainly be more dangerous. Is the so-called easy to climb down the mountain difficult? Down the mountain, not to help the tree trunk next to it will be very dangerous. You can look at the length of a 6-year-old baby's first step, and you can probably guess the height between the stairs. I thought I was close to the top of the mountain. Then I walked down and felt a little further away from the top of the mountain. This time really want to say, Kalenza, brothers. But look at the sunset next to the moment and feel that they can still insist on. I think that's what mountain climbing is all about. It's only when you go through it, when you stick with it, that pride, or satisfaction, or fulfillment comes into being. When you see this sign, it proves that it is not far from Hempo. This time do not have to tell the baby a white lie. Haha, this road is called Hulutas. We will end at Taishan Stream. After the road on the entire cement brick staircase road, for the walk so many difficult sections of our road, this section is particularly easy. Just thinking about going to the top, the baby next to me has started to trot all the way over. It seems that the little baby's foot are the same, a hustle and bustle, forward are running up. And then you see this beautiful view.
睡到马上就要到了。
friends who like my video. Don't forget to pay attention to me. Later we'll take you down the world, and if you have any travel tips, you can leave a comment in the comments section.